In today's gaming news, we take a look at the Xbox Project Scarlett possibly being the final Xbox console that Microsoft make, and then we dive into some other topics, so let's get into it. Here we go, back at it yet again with another video. G'day guys, I'm Champ Chong, and well, you can see that I've changed my setup around. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you end up enjoying today's video, make sure you smack that like button real good. But anyway, now let's jump into the gaming news with our first news report on today's show. It has to do with Microsoft and Xbox and potential future consoles that probably won't exist. So, as you already know, the Project Scarlett is the next Xbox in line in the Xbox series from Microsoft, and well, it could be the final console that Microsoft make. It seems like the future of consoles and gaming could heavily rely on the option to stream on any device rather than downloading to a console or PC and playing it that way. It has been revealed that the boss of Xbox, Phil Spencer, has stated that Microsoft nearly didn't make the Xbox Project Scarlett. The team over at Xbox weren't sure if a new console even mattered after the Xbox One X, and they decided that they would make it anyway because, well, it's still probably a little bit too early to do something so drastic, but it almost happened that the Xbox One X would have been the final console that Microsoft would make, but it turns out that it's now going to potentially be the next Xbox, which is the Project Scarlett instead. This has been a question on everyone's minds as of late. What way will console gaming go in the next decade? Over the past decade, it has definitely switched over from buying games every single month to actually going to a subscription service, and a lot of people are using things such as the Xbox Game Pass instead of just buying games every single month or so, which is a really good thing on top of buying games, because you still want to buy your best and favorite games that you want to get. Now, something interesting to note down is that consoles are no longer the most important part of the Xbox business. Microsoft has put a huge amount of resources into developing its game streaming and services. It has been testing Project xCloud, a service that allows players to stream games on any device. Gamers can also subscribe to the Xbox Game Pass, which I mentioned, which gives them access to a gigantic library of games. Also, if you watched my video yesterday, which is linked in the description down below just in case you haven't seen it, well, the interesting thing is we talked about how Microsoft are switching their focus for the future because they've actually acquired a lot of new game studios and they're making more and more games. So they want to create more content, more ways to have people sticking around, and they want to release new games and big AAA games every 3 to 4 months in 2020, 2021, and then future beyond that, maybe even more games every single month. And with 15 first-party studios compared to what they previously had, which was probably about half of that, they're going to possibly achieve something amazing, such as releasing games every quarter that are AAA rated. Now, this is very different to what Microsoft did in the past. They mostly focused on hardware and just creating a few blockbuster titles every couple of years, and people were kind of disappointed with that on the Xbox One generation life cycle because the PlayStation 4 had all the biggest and best games and were releasing a lot of first-party exclusive games on the PlayStation, and then Xbox didn't really have anything to keep gamers around, and then luckily they have actually changed that and also created the Xbox games with gold service, and also on top of that the Game Pass and everything I've talked about, and now the Project xCloud, which is really interesting to think about. So the real question here is, what is Microsoft going to do? Will they create a brand new console after the next Xbox? So will they go down that route? That's probably about 8-9 years away realistically, because yeah, we're still not even in that next generation life cycle. I know it sounds crazy. We're already talking about the next console beyond that, but we're not really talking about that. We're talking about if this one coming up is the final console. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think regarding that matter. I honestly don't really know. It's still so early. I want to hear what Microsoft has to state more about this, because Phil Spencer has talked about it. It has been on Microsoft's mind, and it is a potential thing for the future in a decade from now, when internet is better, when the infrastructure is better for actually streaming games and things like that. So it is an exciting time, but it's also kind of scary, because if you live in a country like myself, where I'm in Australia, you don't want to be game streaming all the time because Google Stadia is out right now, and I've seen some people complain about it in Australia because you're not going to be able to play and stream games perfectly if you've got slow internet. But if you live in a place like Utah or something like that, or Sweden, where you've got like 1,000 down, 1,000 up, or even more than that, and you've got Google Fiber or something, then you're sweet. You don't really have to worry about this, and you probably have an incredible experience compared to someone that lives in like Dubbo or something in Australia, where you probably got like just one little copper wire connecting you to stream a video in 120p or something. I don't know what the hell the lowest resolution on a YouTube video is, but that's what you would potentially get with a game, and you'll lag all over the place. So it is worrisome that they might go this way in the future, but at the same time, I am excited to see how it does progress and what Microsoft does, because you might not need a console, and it might be game streaming, or it might be through PC, and you also have to put like an idea in there of how it could go down with Microsoft and PCs, and having those as your future thing rather than a console, because you're already having games where you will buy a game on Xbox and you can play it on PC anyway. So Microsoft is creating this amazing ecosystem similar to what Apple are doing. They've got like the new arcade for games where you're streaming games, you're playing games like that. You've got Apple Music, and that's a direct result of people not wanting to constantly buy new hardware, similar to how gamers, just like casual gamers, don't want to buy new consoles every few years, or 5, 6, 7 years. And rather, you've got to keep people on a subscription service, keep creating content, and that way, that's when you're going to actually make the big bucks, and that's probably a lot easier than creating hardware and selling that every few years. So yeah, it's exciting times for Microsoft, but also kind of scary. I don't know. It's still a ways away, so let me know what you guys think about all that. But anyway, that does it for the main piece of news on today's video. It is a slow news day. I thought I'd just dive into this because I saw this article and it was really interesting. So yeah, I talked about that, but now we're going to talk about a couple of news stories that are really strange, or I guess something that I wouldn't normally talk about. I'm talking about releases and things coming forward in the future, but this stuff right here, like this first part that I'm going to talk about right here, and it's simply cows wearing VR headsets. Yeah, I saw this yesterday and I was going to talk about it, but there was so much news, the video carried to 13 minutes, and I thought, you know, save it for a rainy day, or I guess a day where there's literally no rain, or in this case, gaming news. Well, it's cows wearing VR headsets in Russia. So Russian farmers are allegedly experimenting with virtual reality for cows in order to improve milk production. This is real. I'm not even kidding. This is 100% a true story. This is news right here, guys. This is amazing. I know this isn't my typical kind of news that I talk about, but it is sort of gaming related, and well, it's a Saturday, it's a slow news day. Apparently everyone is talking about Black Friday deals and all that stuff. So here's something interesting. It's cows wearing VR headsets. So here's the reason, I guess, behind this. Obviously it's to improve milk production and all that stuff, make the cows happier, I guess. But this is what it states. You can honestly just pause the video and read about this if you want to, but essentially it is just to make them happier. Now, I don't know how real this story really is, but it does kind of seem like it's a possibility where it will work. Now, I don't know what the cows are thinking, because essentially when you do put your head to it and think about it for a second, this does become Matrix for cows. So the cows are living in this virtual world that they might not even realize they're in for a moment, because I don't know what cows really think or how smart a cow is in comparison to a person, because obviously when we humans decide to put on a virtual reality headset, we know that we are in VR and we're in a simulation. Or could we potentially be in a simulation right now and we don't even know about it, like the cows? Because what if the cows don't know that we're in a virtual reality simulation, or that they're in a virtual reality simulation, and that they're not really seeing amazing green fields and just having a great sunny day out on the field at the farm or something like that, roaming around, having a great time, rather than being inside a Russian farm, all sad, producing milk for the people of Russia. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. It is a slow news day. Forgive me, guys. I thought I'd just talk about this for a moment. it just seemed interesting. But something else I want to talk about is a really, really quick one. It's actually got to do with video games themselves, but it's something recent that is really, really, really popular, and it is Star Wars The Mandalorian. You guys know the new Disney Plus show. If you live in the UK or something, you don't even have it, which I just found out yesterday, but us Australians, we have it. Damn, the UK actually seems kind of miserable. They have a really crappy weather, and they don't have Disney Plus. That just sucks. Sorry, British people, but Australia has amazing weather, and we have Disney Plus, so suck it. Anyway, that's not the point of this. The point is that Baby Yoda is being modded into a Star Wars game. So a modder is bringing Baby Yoda to Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, this is just going to be a skin for, I guess, the PC version of the game. I honestly don't know how this is going to work because Baby Yoda is tiny, but if all goes according to plan, Baby Yoda will be making the leap from television to video games. So, modder known as Nano Buds has revealed on Reddit that he's working on a Baby Yoda model from Star Wars Battlefront 2, or I should say for Star Wars Battlefront 2, and he shared this quick image right here earlier in the week, and it I don't know, it seems interesting. Like, honestly, it just seems like Yoda because we don't have a banana for scale, and it doesn't look as cute as it does in the show, in The Mandalorian, which I'm loving, by the way. I've seen the latest episode twice. I think I've seen most episodes a few times, but this is Baby Yoda, the mod that's coming into the game. So, I don't know exactly how it's going to work. I don't honestly play this game anymore. I played it for the first couple of weeks came out, but obviously it had all those microtransactions and all that kind of stuff. But if you want to read more about this and you're interested in a Baby Yoda, like the skin, the mod, yeah, I've linked that down below in the description. But I don't know. It's not going to probably make me go and reinstall the game because I have deleted it on my PC. And I'm not going to go all the trouble to get the mod because it just didn't look as cute. Hopefully he does make it cuter than what it is because it kind of seems like a 200-year-old Baby Yoda rather than a 50-year-old Baby Yoda. If you watch the show, you get what I mean. Actual Yoda lived to 900, and obviously just for reference or just to clarify, it isn't an actual Yoda. Like, it isn't Yoda himself. It's just a baby, whatever the hell his species is, because we don't really know. Like, it's never discussed in canon, really. So, yeah, I'm a massive Star Wars nerd, so, there's actually Yoda behind me. I totally forgot. Yeah, so, well, that's it for the gaming news, I guess, today, guys. If you want me to do an updated gaming setup, I might do that in tomorrow's video, like to the second half of the video or something, depending on how much news there is, because as I said, right now, it just seems like it's all got to do with just Black Friday deals, Cyber Monday deals, and all that stuff, and I don't really want to get into that. I don't want you guys to go spending stupid amounts of money on things you don't really need. You probably already know about all the deals anyway, and everyone lives in different countries. It's so hard to get to anyway, so I thought this year, I'm not even going to talk about that kind of stuff, like just a bunch of deals here and a bunch of deals there. So, yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys some random news on top of the main piece of gaming news in today's video. But tomorrow, I might just give you a mini tour of what's around the place, what's new, and yeah, I just kind of switched it up. What do you guys think? Do you guys like it? Is it better now? Yeah, still figuring out the lighting and everything. That's why this side is kind of too dark. I've just got to figure that out. But, yeah, that does it for today's video. I'm kind of rambling. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you smack the like button. Hey, there's a like button right there. But don't click that one. Click the one on the video itself, like, so I can actually get the like. And subscribe if you're brand new here with the notification bell on so you get my videos. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.